you ever drink Folgers coffee, I've had something to do with that, as well as the introduction of the gourmet flavors of Folgers and Citrus Hill orange juice and the plethora of other food and beverage brands. But at one point, I decided to take a deeper look into health and nutrition. I came into this side of our industry. I met an incredible human being named Roger Hill. Now, listen, I've met thousands of people over the course of my.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If you have not gotten your pens and your papers, make sure you get your pens and papers because you don't want to miss any of this health knowledge. And also make sure you get your drinks so that you are prepared to get all of this health knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power.
Can do it, and that ability served him well in his career at NASA. Roger used to hold regular meetings with people you can read about in the history books. And if that wasn't great enough for a career, imagine then being recruited away from NASA by the Pentagon. Roger answered their requests, spent years at the Pentagon, and during both of those careers, he started doing his own personal deep dive into health and nutrition for family reasons and personal reasons. But as you might expect, with his intellect and the way his mind works, he didn't go the chemical side. He didn't look at it the way pharmaceuticals do. He looked at nature. He looked at the synergy when things are combined and the greater unique thing that comes from those combinations. And he brought his research, his ability, his intellect, and his success, and brought it all here to MoreMito and planted his flag. He runs our company. He is our CEO, and we're blessed that that's the case. We're also blessed that he partnered with a brilliant research scientist, a gentleman named Dr. Bevan Elliott. Dr. Bevan, we call him the pride of Clemson, has not just created a unique product line, he created a delivery system, the thing that gets our ingredients through your cell walls, but deeper, through the walls of your mitochondria, so that we can actually increase your mitochondria. We're the only product line that can do it, and it makes all the difference in the world. Look, it doesn't matter what's in something. If your body can't use it, if you just consume it and expel it, what good is that? Our system allows a unique ability of your body to use it like nothing it's ever used before. And so that means it's a one-of-a-kind product line. You only get it from us. You don't get it from any place. Look, you don't run out of
Hello,
our products and
everybody
go to
chiming
Walmart
in
and get anything
all
more from it. There's
over.
nothing like the UltraMito line. You only get them from our company, and people only get them from you. That's why we're on this call, to hear more about everything I've mentioned. I want to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, are you there?
Great to be with you, Dale.
Again,
Great to
make
hear
sure you
your
get your
voice. You're
pens and
coming through
papers. I
loud
have
and
your
clear.
to take notes with.
All right, and once
Make sure you
again,
get
so
your drinks
great
and
to
your
be joining so
snacks
many of
because
you
you're not
from
going to
wherever in
miss
the world
this
you
health
happen to be.
knowledge.
We look forward to doing these health and wellness calls. Each week we take on a different health topic. In recent weeks, we've talked about a variety of things that were important to your health. We talked about how to recover from strokes and kidney failure a few weeks ago. We talked about how to exercise, eat, and supplement your way to lower cancer risk last week. This week, we're talking about breakthroughs in eye and vision health, including cataracts, detached retinas, macular degeneration, all of that stuff we're going to talk about. But before we do, let me introduce you to us, especially if you're new. By now, you might know, somebody might have told you, that we're a nutraceutical company and that we are noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and for their pets. There's a very good reason for that. It's because of this science that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, has created. He's been my partner since 2015. And I tell you, I think he's pioneering a new way to make everybody healthier. Here's how he wants to go about it. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Why? Because everything takes energy. What do you know that doesn't? You know, if I go in your house right now and I start turning down your electricity, you know your lights would dim, appliances would start to malfunction, and if I keep it up, they stop working altogether. Well, that's kind of an analogy for how we are when we go through life. We start out with a lot of that energy when we're a kid. We hardly know what to do with it. That's because we have a lot of that mitochondria. That's a component in your cells that produces the energy that your body runs on. But how important is that? Well, let's put it this way. If all of them were to stop working right now, your heart stops working, your brain stops working, everything stops working, and you die. Okay? Pretty important?
Sounds
Okay.
pretty serious to me.
Well,
what about you guys?
Dr. Elliott's mission and the mission of this company is to help grow yours back because you've been losing them as you've gone through life. And I'm not just talking about because you got older. You were losing it because of various diseases that you encountered along the way. Like my icon is COVID, right? If you had COVID, you lost a lot of mitochondria, probably didn't get them all back, right? How about blood pressure, blood sugar? All those things accelerate the loss of your mitochondria, okay? So that by the time you're 80 or 90, you know, along with all the other things that you run into in your environment, et cetera, you might have lost half of them, but well, let's start at 60. By the time you're 60, you probably lost half of it, on your way to 5 or 10% by the time you're 80 or 90. Now, how does that make anything work better? It doesn't. That's why you notice as people age, they may tend not to see as well. We're going to talk about that topic tonight, right? Maybe you can't read fine print as well, or you're having issues with your night vision or cataracts or what have you, okay? How about your strength and stamina? You know if you've got any age on you, you're not as strong and don't have the stamina, don't have the strength that you used to. It fades because, again, it's dependent on mitochondria. You've been losing it, okay? How about the way your brain works? Are you starting to not remember things as crisp as you did? You're not as sharp. Is your personality starting to change? Are you hearing yourself say things like, well, I would have done thus and so when I was younger, okay? You're kind of pulling it back, you know? And what about the way your body manages its vital system, blood pressure, blood sugar? How about your weight? All those things again get more challenging as we get older because of that loss of what? Mitochondria, okay? Immune system, supposed to protect us, right? How can it do as good a job on dramatically less energy than it started out to get? So what do we want to do here? We want to grow this back. And Dr. Elliott has decoded those signals that the body normally sends. Those are the ones that have gotten weaker. He's come up with substitutes for them found in nature. That's a step in the right direction, but it's not enough. He then created this special technique, this special technology called XDS. That stands for Exponential Delivery System. And what it's doing is reorganizing the molecules of all those ingredients that you'll see on our product labels so they don't just get in your bloodstream. Other folks can do that. But rather all the way into your mitochondria. That's where the real magic can happen. That's what we got to do that no one else has ever done, okay? Now, he put this technology in our product line. That product line is called UltraMito as an ultra mitochondria, and that is what Dale is going to tell you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin from head to toe. You put it in your hair, massage it into your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything. And our back office has tremendous testimonials about the impact it's had on severe varicose veins, on cellulite, stretch marks, even the lines on your face, and it does everything it does. It works like it does. Because it doesn't just sit on your skin, it soaks through your skin. It soaks down to the bone. That means it helps with your ligaments and your tendons, with your muscles and your joints, your back joints, your knee joints, and your hands. Listen, if you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that could start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the testimonials in the back office. They'll astound you. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third generation product. And Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the impact they have on the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan uses several elements in a unique and special way with olive oil. He uses several elements to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, that is the unique thing. That's what we do special. That's our name. MoreMito, short for mitochondria. Dr. Bevan, as you heard Roger say, discovered you've been losing it all your life, but there's a way we can replace it, replenish it. That means bring your mitochondria back to an age when you were younger. And when that happens, your body starts to work like it did when you were younger, like it's supposed to, like it was meant to, like it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed, but he uses that to increase your energy, cellular energy. It's steady, it's strong. There's no jitters. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar with a giant increase in energy followed by a deep crash. Cellular energy is steady. That means you can start and complete a task without a need to rest. How about the disappearance of any brain fog? Or something strenuous like a long bike ride without a need for a long recovery time. Listen, cellular energy means you live life again on your terms to its fullest without a need to sit on the couch and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has blended to create Restore 3.0. It's the blending that's really critical. Look, if you take a handful of vitamins, Dr. Bevan says, you're lucky if a third aren't a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. It's like you're not even taking them. They have to be blended at the right proportions. And then, of course, most critical is the introduction of XDS to allow your body to use them like nothing it's ever used before. Look, this isn't just pouring ingredients in a pot and then pouring all of that into a bottle. It takes 8 weeks to make a bottle of Restore. It's like making wine. And it is astounding. And you're going to hear some of the testimonials this
Welcome,
evening
Tammy.
about what can happen when your mitochondria is restored. Next, I want to talk about Renew Brain and Body. That's our newest product. Some of the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs us to have to increase our mitochondria can't be delivered in a liquid base. Restore is a liquid. These Renew Brain and Body are tiny capsules with these additional ingredients to restore your mitochondria. Renew Brain and Body stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore. It helps with the blood flow in your legs, in your arms, in your brain, as well as the finding of the synapses in your brain. The disappearance of brain fog all comes from making sure we've got these additional ingredients. So a triad of products to increase your mitochondria. And some of the most important members of our family are the pets that we own, and they suffer as well. You may have a situation where a dog, you've seen a dog that can hardly move up and down the stairs. He seems hobbled. Or a cat that's laying around lethargic, hacking up fur balls and shedding. Listen, animals suffer from the environment in ways that we don't. They're close to all the negative things in the environment, the chemicals we put on the rugs, the things we put on the lawn to make it grow, and they suffer from allergies just like we do. Many of the same things that we're allergic to, so are they. And there's nothing that feels better than to bring a dog back to puppy stage and a cat back to kitten stage. Here's the thing I love about animals. There's no placebo effect. There's none of this, gee, I think I kind of feel better stuff going on. You can see it in your pet when they quickly respond and restore themselves, and knowing that that's the way all of our products work. So 4 products: Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew Brain and Body, and Petlife. There's nothing like what these products can do. To hear more about that, I'm going to turn the call back over to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Dale. Our topic, once again, is breakthroughs in eye and vision health, including cataracts, detached retina, macular degeneration, and so forth. Very few things are as important to us in going about our daily life and our vision, and it's been the topic of conversation this week between Dr. Dan Soloway and I. You know him as a regular on our call out of Oklahoma City, where he was doing radio and podcasts now for decades. Nothing's escaped his notice. So, Dr. Dan, same question as on Saturday. Why is this mitochondria so critical to your vision?
Well, first of all, the mitochondria is densest in the retina of the eye, and it's there for a reason. So you can process all the light that's coming through. But there's another factor going on with mitochondria, is that mitochondria not only gives you energy, it gives the energy for the body to repair itself. Every time cosmic rays come in when you're out in the sun, you create free radicals, which is okay as long as you have antioxidants to deal with it. And so when you keep that in control, but if you're having more damage than the body can repair, it doesn't have the energy to repair it, doesn't have the systemic enzymes to repair it, then, antioxidants, well, enzymes are actually involved in it too. Then your lens starts getting cloudy, or it might cause damage to the retina, or the detaching of the retina, or macular degeneration. And Roger, I don't know if you wanted me to mention this, but on my sabbatical, I thought I had pretty good eyesight.
Yeah, we're gonna redo that part. We're gonna redo that part again in the end. So keep it moving.
Okay. So when you increase it, now the most powerful antioxidant we have in the Restore product, anthocyanin, it's the only antioxidant that works on both sides of the cell. And so when you're dealing with the lens, when you're dealing with the retina, the little rods and cones, when you're dealing with all the fluid within the eye, all this takes powerful antioxidants to keep that clear. And so the MoreMito product increases the energy so the body can repair itself, can process the information coming through because of the higher level of energy in the mitochondria, but it can also has things in there that works on the different parts of the eye, that different areas of the eye that uses specific antioxidants. We have those in the product. So that's why the body's able to repair itself. It has the energy to do it. It has what we need to keep it in check. So it's not trying to repair something and being damaged at the same time. Well, this keeps it all in check. So it's a repair system. And you have to have the combination of what we're doing here. And we're giving you the energy, and we're giving you the antioxidants you need to protect the eyes, so the eyes can get busy repairing them and not taking one step backwards or one step forward. We want everything to move forward. And that's why you see people's vision improving so much. And you'll hear what I have to say a little later on how I didn't realize that MoreMito was so miraculous to keep my eyesight. But it showed up.
Okay, major changes to my
just
eyesight.
that. So, Roger, I'll give it back to you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dan. So we're going to do some interviews now. What we want to do is help you understand how critical it is to your vision. And in the process, you're going to hear all the other things that were addressed, because your body starts fixing stuff it couldn't fix before when it has energy, including whatever you might be particularly concerned about. Now, we don't make any attempt to diagnose, treat, or cure diseases. We are confident that we have a higher concept, that being once again to regrow this mitochondria, and we have been astonished at all the things that happen. We're going to share some of that astonishment tonight. The first I want to start with is Lily Franklin. So Lily Franklin is 80 years old, but she's an athlete. She can do things that a lot of people can't. But even with good genetics, that loss of mitochondria will catch up with you sooner or later. It will show in your vision, since vision is so dependent on it. Let's appreciate what Lily had to share with us. All right. Okay, Lily Franklin.
Hello. It's good talking to you guys again today. Thank you so much everything. The lady that came on with the eye.
Dale, play yours for me, please.
Sorry, we got a few technical difficulties.
Right.
But she does not sound like she's 80 years old, y'all.
Hello. It's good talking to you guys again today, and thank you so much for everything. I just wanted to add the lady that came on with the eye problem, because this product has been really the best thing I had for my eyes. That was the most enhanced thing that I've had. And I've never put it in my eyes. I started out with it working for my eyes from the very beginning when I was going for my ears. But I take this product, I started with 1 teaspoon a day. And I find out after I had the problem with the inflammation, I was taking a bit more. I took a pill and I took the oil. And I could tell by taking the pill and the oil, how it lasting longer with my eyes with the blur. In fact, it's gone complete. And also, I'm looking now, no little things or those little creepers that's creeping around. And the double vision. I have been driving all day today. I've been driving all week. I've been out all week. You have to find a way that it's going to work with your body, is going to work with it. So you have to really take it according to what your body shows you. So now I'm taking the oil, 2 drops in the morning, and the pill at that time. And then later I'll take another pill and the 2 drops instead of taking the 4 together. And I was out all morning doing work on the Kingdom Hall grounds, and I don't work outside. And now I'm back home, and I'm doing everything as far as energy. Somebody said something about energy. If you keep taking it, I have been energetic all week, and I have taken it. When I had a bit of inflammation, it did decrease my energy. But since I've gotten rid of that, I am moving along. So we just got to keep taking it, keep taking it according to your body. Try your body out. And as I've said all the time before, every time I get on here, I say, I am 81, and I'm running circles around everybody. You can do it too. You just got to test it with your body and let your body do the work. If you don't take it, you don't have to drop it in your eyes. If it's not working, I've never dropped it in there, but I've got sight that I didn't have. So I know you're at the end of this, and I was working in the yard when you started, but I came on, and I did hear a few things. But I say thank you, thank you, thank you, and everybody just listen to your body, and let the mitochondria grow by taking it into your body. Okay, I'll let you go. I know you had a lot going. Thank you so much, Roger, Dale, and all of you, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you,
Guys, Miss Lily, 81 years old. Awesome testimonial.
All right.
Will you sound like
Sage
that
advice
when you're
from Lily.
81?
Be
Well,
proactive. Don't
chances
wait,
are, if you get your mitochondria
it
strong
stay better.
by doing what?
Okay,
Getting
so
your
we're
Mito
getting into
product,
the spring now. It's
chances
going
are
to be a
you
lot
can
of
be
pollen
like
out
that,
there.
right?
It's going to cause a lot of allergies and itchy eyes and all of that stuff that Angel Cobb was plagued by. So let's appreciate my conversation with her, and we'll talk about that. I've had the pleasure of speaking with Angel Cobb. Angel, when you got started with us, you were concerned about allergies, had really debilitating allergies. But you've also noticed something's changing in your eyes.
Well, what would happen, I think the allergies, by the allergies improving, that really affected my eyesight in a positive way, Roger. I just wasn't seeing well. I had just had cataract surgery. And at one point I thought it was reversing because I was again having the light that blinded me at night when driving, itching, blurry vision. That was before I started the MoreMito.
Okay. All right. What, if anything, has changed, particularly with your vision? I know we've got improved with allergies overall, but what, if anything, has changed your eyes?
A lot has changed. Until the spring, I had no dry eye, no symptoms whatsoever. My night vision was greatly improved. No blurring. I had a test yesterday at a doctor's visit, the ophthalmologist, and I was reading the chart better than ever before. So I see a great improvement in my sight since I've been using the MoreMito.
Okay. So did you mention something about the itching before? What's with the itching after?
Well, the itching is better. Beforehand, there was a lot of itching. It has only returned because it's spring and the yellow pollen is back, but it is not as bad as it has been. Because what I do is use my cream, use my Rejuvenate every night.
All right. Okay, so we went from issues with your night vision improving, the blurriness, itching, and
well, I'm reading so much better. Even now, I do not need glasses except the little magnifiers on occasion when I'm reading. That's it. No prescription eyeglasses.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Angel. I really appreciate it.
I'm grateful for everything that you and the people at MoreMito have done to improve my wellness journey. And special thanks to customer service. There's some great people in there too.
Absolutely. All right, shout out to customer service. So this is kind of the way this works, right? Your body's already trying to fix these things. It struggles to do so once again because of that lower energy level as a result of the loss of mitochondria. Just straight miracles can happen when you grow them back, okay? And our next example of that's going to be Charlene Young, all right? Autoimmune situations going on, need some detox and got some drive too. Got Raynaud's disease, burning eye sockets, migraine, got some tumors. Okay, now, again, her body's trying to fix all these things. We're not. What are we trying to do? Grow back that mitochondria. Let the body take it from there. Mm-hmm. So here's what she said. Charlene, what were your health concerns before you met us?
My main problems in life are having dry eyes and Raynaud's syndrome.
Okay. How does that affect you?
My glands are atrophied, the meibomian glands are, so I will have excruciating headaches and migraines. At night, I would lay in bed at night and I could feel my whole, you're not supposed to feel your eyeballs, but I would feel my eyeballs and my eye socket burning all night long. And it was day and night, just torture.
I see. And for those who don't know, what's a meibomian gland?
Our eyes are supposed to have between 40 and 44 teeny little glands around all the circumference of our eyes. These are separate glands that lubricate our eyes.
And how long have you had that condition?
It's been progressing since I was about 20, so about 50 years.
Okay. You tried lots of stuff and nothing helped, I presume.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did you have any other health concerns before you met us?
I have Raynaud's, which is a kind of an odd miscommunication in the brain where you start getting the slightest bit chilled and the brain will shut off the circulation to the extremities because it's trying to protect the heart. And many people have had to have their extremities, fingers or toes cut off because of not getting circulation for too long of a time. It's a terrible condition.
Lack of circulation. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, I didn't even think about this until the last couple of days. I hadn't thought of it as being something that this could do something with, but I have a very large fatty tumor in my leg and some smaller ones. It looks like I have a regular normal calf and a small calf. And I just realized the last couple of days it's shrinking to almost nothing.
Okay. Okay, so tell me what all has changed since you started using our technology.
Okay. The first day I had the Rejuvenate, I rubbed it on my forehead, all around my face, my whole eyes. Within an hour, my headache was gone. And it's progressively gotten better. Today, I forgot to even use the Rejuvenate, and I've had no headache or migraine at all. So this is a real miracle for me.
And what about your gland issues? What's happened with that?
I started getting swollen glands and having a sore throat for a few days, and I realized that tumor is shrinking, and it's almost gone, and I was going through detoxing. Had not even realized it.
Mm-hmm. How far into you being on Restore and Rejuvenate was this occurring?
I'm still on my first bottle of Restore.
Okay.
So it's only been maybe a month.
Okay, continue.
Okay, well,
I'm looking for the Renards. I'm looking for the what happened with that?
gone. It is gone. I had already been having attacks, maybe a month or so ago. We'd had a cool spell. And I know I still had the stuff. We just hadn't had it cold enough to have any attacks. And we've been getting down to 45, and I've had no attacks at all. It is gone.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Huge miracles.
Good to hear that.
Mitochondria up.
And after a month on our stuff, you're passing the first test.
Well, I'm thanking the Lord. Phil told me about you all.
All right. So you had met Phil before, saw him, knew how he was before he met us. How influential or impactful was it for you to see his turnaround?
I had not seen Phil for a few years until about a year ago, and he was in such bad health that I didn't think he was going to be around much longer. When I got a call from him a month and a half ago, I was afraid somebody was calling me to tell me he died. Because that man couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he was in horrible shape. So when I found out that he had returned to probably the best health I've ever known him, I bought it the first week. Because I know what it did for Phil.
Outstanding. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Well, I'm thankful I'm able to share it.
Okay. So she learned what it did for Phil. I hope you're learning what it might do for you. Because it doesn't matter how long you've had that
You need to
condition, how
create your
old
free
you
customer
are, how
website
many
now,
you got,
so
or
you
any
can
of
order
that.
your
What
brain
matters
body
is whether you're
bundle.
going to regrow your mitochondria or not. Okay? That is the question you will need to answer. Okay? Now, the interpretation of that answer, though, Dr. Dan. So Dr. Dan been with us since 2017, and he is a nutritional expert, patented equipment, worked with all these professional athletes, John McEnroe, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson, etc. He is an absolute guru when it comes to health and fitness. And I'm going to replay what we did on Saturday, maybe a shortened version of that first one, because I think it's really important for you to see the arc of what happens when you're on it, and maybe you start taking it for granted. What happens if you get off of it, okay? Now you can see the real difference. And then what happens when it comes back. Okay, we're going to take you back through that again. And then we're going to talk to Dr. Dan, and we're going to debrief him a bit more. Here we go, part one.
One of the things I found out just by accident one day, I don't know why I decided to not wear my glasses because I thought I looked better without my glasses. And I was going out to a nightclub. And driven out my glasses, I realized it would be a problem because I see pretty good even with my glasses off. And all of a sudden, I couldn't drive hardly. I had to follow the taillights of the cars. And when I got into the nightclub I was going to, I was having trouble getting around because it was dark in there. And I got a night blindness problem. And now I don't have it anymore. I've tried that since then.
And what about your nearsightedness?
I would say probably about the same. It hadn't changed where it should have progressed over that period.
All right, so following the pattern of your siblings, that was gotten worse, and so yours did not get worse.
The main thing in my siblings and my parents is they all had their lens replaced. They got cataracts. And I show pretty clear in my lens.
Okay, great. Now, let's go to sabbatical. So at the point of the sabbatical, you're able to do lots of reading. You don't have, and without any extreme fatigue, you have no night blindness, and your lenses are clear. Okay. Now, what happened during the course of the 2-month sabbatical to your eyes?
About 5 or 6 weeks into the sabbatical, all of a sudden a blurry spot showed up in the center of my left eye. I don't know if it's macular degeneration or not, but it scared me. And but now as soon as I got off the sabbatical and got back on the MoreMito, I haven't seen that since.
So during the course of the sabbatical, you got blurriness in your eyes, making you suspicious of some macular degeneration that we've seen in others.
Oh, yeah, it's scary.
Yep.
Like I was going blind in the left eye.
See, that's a real thing. We know that happens to people. Okay, so he learned that the only thing that was separating him from aging like a regular old 70-something-year-old was that he was getting his mitochondria propped up by Mito. Okay? Let's go to part 2, then we're going to bring him back. But now, 2 months and 2 days, you're back on Mito. Tell me what happened with your eyes as you proceeded to go forward with Mito.
I haven't seen that blurry spot since then.
How far into the return to Mito did it go away?
That was pretty quick. I would say within less than a week.
All right. And how about any other aspect of your eye health or vision?
My vision is stable. It's been stable for a long time when I was using MoreMito. I haven't progressed like my family. I will say one thing. A lot of times I take my glasses off and I can't tell I need them. The only time I really notice I need them is when I'm trying to read small print, and that's when the astigmatism shows up.
The progression of what your siblings were experiencing didn't happen with you. Okay?
That's correct.
Right? And then that night blindness that you had when you came in, it went away, after you were on Mito getting your mitochondria restored. Then when you go on sabbatical, it's as if you aged backwards and started acting like other people that are your age.
Yeah, I started having a significant problem there, and it's not there anymore.
So how do you characterize the arc of your eyes in relationship to your mitochondria?
Well, if the retina, where that high concentration is healthy, the problem I started to have in there didn't show up. Also, I think the problem might be related to the fact that I had my blood pressure also had gone up, and blood sugar, I believe. And so the blood pressure came back down, and blood sugar, the craving for sugar, for one thing, was what told me my blood sugar must have been going up. And the need to urinate, when I was on the sabbatical, about 15 times a day, 10 to 15, which normally would be 4 or 5 times, all that went away.
Okay.
And so the blood pressure came back down, which is probably why the eyes improved, or at least attributed to it. And so, and then blood sugar leveled out. So I always thought I was just healthy. I'm healthy because MoreMito. I'm like, as my joke was, I'm like a rich guy that thinks I'm for my personality. And when the gone, it's not. It was never the personality.
Yeah, must be the money.
Yeah.
For this case, must be the mitochondria.
It's the mitochondria. So if the MoreMito is making me act and live as if I'm much younger than I am.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for sharing that, Dr.
Get
Dan.
your
I really
MoreMito
appreciate it.
today. Create the
Okay.
website.
Mitochondria is making me act and live much younger than I am. Okay?
Mhm.
Eyes start falling apart right away. Get that blurriness in your eye, macular degeneration. That's the symptom that we see. Okay? Going to the bathroom 15 times a day. Okay? Either you not want that to happen to you, huh? Okay. Get to the wire. Now let's bring back Dr. Dan because I wanna call something else out here. Dan, you with me?
Yes, I'm here, Roger.
Okay, so so right now,
Go ahead.
hold on. Right now, you work exclusively with us. But
Correct.
9 years ago, 2017, you represented a lot of companies and you got a lot of product for free. You take more stuff than anybody I have ever seen. And here's what I want to call out. How much was it? Go back to it again and then stop because I got to make my next point. Tell people, add it all up one more time like you did on Saturday, which wasn't recorded. So I want you to do it again now. Do it.
Okay. So I had a number of sponsors to my show, but here's some of the sponsors. Dr. Bess gave me $600 worth of product on top of helping pay for the show. And they just say, pick things out of the catalog that you want. I get CoQ10, PPQ, a number of different wonderful things. North America Urban Spice, they had some very powerful products. They had a little different approach, but I would get maybe $300 or $400 a month from them. Nordic Naturals, I'd get at least $100 worth of cod liver oil and maybe a few other things they had. And Nutrient Colostrum, at least got 200 or more a month from them. And then Cell Food, the New Science, probably about close to $100. I don't think Body Dynamics was with me yet at that time. And then Rest and Repair, at least $100 a month from them as well. So we're talking about $1,400 worth of nutrition. I know that sounds ridiculous. If I had to pay for it out of my pocket, there's no way I could have done that. But I did reach up and get excited about, okay, I want to take this. Oh, I'll try this if I can do it. But
Okay.
I still, but to your point, with all that I was taking, I had night blindness. Night blindness is many times is the beginning of cataracts, the refracting of light. It can be a little problem with the retina, or it can be a combination of the two. But all that antioxidants and high nutrition that I was taking, I still had it. I still had that coming on. And it's only after I've been taking MoreMito for a while, at first it was the first generation, but the other generations, I don't have any night blindness anymore. I've driven in the dark, in the heavy rain, with semis up to my right and pilings in the highway to my left, with just buckets of water coming down. I didn't have any trouble doing it. But if I had night blindness, it would have been a scary, scary thing because there was no way for me to get off. And so, yeah, it's changed that. So whatever was going on with all those nutrition, that $1,400 worth of nutrition I was taking, it wasn't taking care of the problem. But now I don't have the problem. And the answer to that to me is MoreMito.
Okay, that's the point we want to get across. Like, there's a lot of advertising. There's a lot of hype. We got influencers getting paid to tell you stuff, okay? They got nothing when it comes to regrowing your mitochondria. That only happens one place. There was only one breakthrough guy that made it. That's Bevan Elliott. That's it.
Yeah. They had wonderful products, but they had XDS.
Yeah. Good food, good nutrition, not fixing your mitochondria. Okay, so when it comes to mitochondria, somebody said to me one time, well, you think you're all in a class by yourself? I said, no. We run the school. There's no place else you're going to get this. Okay? Fact. All right. Let's recap.
True.
All right? Let's recap this. So we've got this breakthrough technology. It's going to regrow your mitochondria. It's going to make things happen like you hear happen on every single one of our calls because it's that important for you to have more mitochondria. You're failing health-wise because you don't have it. All right? Now, that technology that he developed, Dr. Elliott developed to do that in our product line, it's called XDS. That's what's reorganized the molecules. That's what's making a difference. It takes like 2 months in the case of Restore for us to get this process in. It's not like Dale said, it's not like we just shook this stuff up, poured it in a bottle, and handed it to you. Okay? That technology is unique. Now, that product, Restore, it has 2 superfoods in it. It's got black seed oil, olive oil, both of them are magnificent in and of themselves, but nowhere near as magnificent as when they get through, with that process in our lab down in Greenville, South Carolina. Total of 44 ingredients altogether. Why? Because we got to touch every one of your organ systems. Each of your organ systems have unique nutritional needs. For example, your gut prefers a particular food. That mitochondria that needs a particular food. It needs a healthy gut biome, gut bacteria. So it's been formulated to address that, give you more of that, encourage your body to make more of it itself. Your eyes that we're talking about today, your skin, your heart, your brain, 44 ingredients. And we couldn't do it. We'd be charging you what Dr. Nan just told you if we tried to do this the traditional way. This probably would not even be possible, right? And to just put the ingredients there, let alone get this level of effectiveness, okay? So that's that one. Cellular repair, organ regeneration. We got so many people out here with failing kidneys, failing hearts, and we got high blood pressure, got ... right? Then there's renew brain and body. Now, why we need that? We need that because all the things we need to regrow your mitochondria aren't in one place and nor in one form. Okay, so oil-soluble ones in restore, water-soluble ones in brain and body. So the body part, I like to say, is a different way to regrow your mitochondria, different effects from those ingredients. And then there's additional ingredients for your brain, because a lot of the stuff that you're going through dealing with being subjected to is actually damaging your brain. Okay, so we got to help you out with that. Then there's this really amazing topical gel or cream, Rejuvenate. Bevan created it because he said nobody had ever cured a sunburn. We found out right away, put it out in Houston, I think it was like 2017, and found out immediately that stuff penetrates to the bone. So if you've got issues of mobility or aching, hurting in your joints, the consequences of diabetes, high blood pressure, for your lost feeling in your feet, all of that. This is going to be your go-to product. I don't care if it's like a bump, a mole, a scratch, a scar you've had over a decade. Put this stuff on it, see what happens. You got some congestion, take that mixture, mix some of that Restore and that Rejuvenate, shake it up in that jar, take a Q-tip, pull a blob and suck it in your nose, do the same thing for the other side. Watch your breathing improve. Watch you feel like you didn't think you could, okay? So there you go. Now, you put all this together, we give it to you in a bundle. Dale brought that concept with him from Procter & Gamble. Saves you money on it. Why? Because we want you to be able to use all of these at the same time to get the full mitochondrial restoration effect. That's what the bundle's all about. You got them back there on our website in the bundle section. You can go check it out. Okay. Now, if you choose to engage with this way, you're going to give yourself maximum opportunity to restore your mitochondria and find out what your miracles might be. Okay. Will it be some of what you heard tonight? Okay. Will it be something like we hear from the autistic kids that couldn't talk, they're talking? Or will you just be smarter and better than you are right now? You don't have to have anything wrong with you to want to be better, right?
That's right.
That's what we got. Okay. All right, with that,
So
tell both name with the commercial.
get back with the person that referred you, or
Thank
go in
you,
the
Roger.
comments.
Listen, everybody,
Get the
you get these
website, create
incredible
your free
products
customers
at
website.
MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your website now. You know it's your site because your name is at the top of the page. So is your phone number. So is your email. That's where you send people to learn more after you've initially told them what you know or what you've experienced or things you've heard. They go to your website to see a selection of testimonials, to read the ingredients, to read about XDS, to even look at the labels that are on the products. But most importantly, to purchase. They cannot buy from the company. They buy from you, and we reward you handsomely when that happens. Let me tell you the other thing they can do. They can join you. Listen, we've created a one-of-a-kind product line. There's nothing like what you heard. Think about what you heard. Replay tonight's call. These testimonials are astounding. There are conditions people have you've never heard before, you can't even pronounce. This is not a case of buying something at Walmart to help your dry eye. This is helping conditions because our products has restored mitochondria and the DNA of the person starts doing incredible things. Well, that happens from these products. You can join this company and get a greater access to a greater library, as well as be alerted about these calls, the weekly calls that are taking place, all the things that are happening. And listen, we created a one-of-a-kind product line. We did that with the company too. It's one of a kind. There's no fee to join us. We don't charge you for the ability to tell other people about our products. We don't charge you to be here on a monthly basis. Even the website I just described, those are provided free. We do not nickel and dime you. We run this like a normal business. We're here to support you, not charge you. And we pay extremely well. Listen, we don't pay once a month or once a week or once a day. When somebody makes a purchase and you become a verified member with us, we check your phone, we check your email address, we know you're legitimate. Then when somebody makes a purchase, your compensation's in your back office to utilize. Go spend it. If you join us as a referring customer, then you get Mito Cash, internal money. Use it to buy your products. Use it to pay for your shipping. Even send it to other people in the company to support them. And of course, it's phenomenal for people outside the U.S. Now you're purchasing with U.S. dollars, not worried about a conversion rate. But you know what? You can also upgrade to a paid rep. Now, by the way, there's no charge for that either. You might see a pattern here.
Totally free.
When you're a paid rep, you get cash. It comes through and you send it to our secure Stripe connectivity, the most powerfully secure ACH system, to get it into your bank quickly. And that includes banks outside the U.S. You can also send it to your PayPal account, send it to your Venmo card. Listen, we're here to do what makes sense. We're here to do the logical thing. Someone buys, we pay you. The product works like crazy. If there's a chance, a slight chance it doesn't work, guess what? 30-day empty bottle, no questions asked, money back guarantee. You've never seen a company like our company, and that is true. You heard about the support. Someone mentioned our support team. Look, the phone number's at the bottom of your website. They're staffed, those phones are staffed 6 days a week. And if you call in and don't get a person, if you get a recording, leave a message because you're going to get a phone call back. They return your calls. This isn't like even Amazon does that. We do it because we're here to help you answer questions about compensation, help you put people into the company, help with questions about the products. If your mentor, the person that introduced you to us, can't help you, we're here to help you. So you've got total support. We've created a one-of-a-kind product line. Nothing works like we do. It's not a question of should I use MoreMito or should I use this other stuff. There is no other stuff. It's us.
Right.
That's all there is. Unique, one-of-a-kind product line, unique, one-of-a-kind company. So we've done all we can, except for the most important thing, and we can't do that. That's talk to the people that you know. You are surrounded by people that whose lives would be bettered with this product. And you know about it and they don't. We're the best kept secret. So share the message. Let them decide. You're not there to get a yes. You're there to share the knowledge. The yeses will come. Trust me, they come like crazy. And gosh, if I left anything out, Roger, let me know. I'm going to turn this back to you.
Did great, Dale. You know, there's two opportunities here I want to talk about as we work our way to Dr. Joy Scott, who's going to give that menu again she gave on Saturday. We didn't get it recorded, so stand by, Dr. Joy. We're going to come to you right in a minute. But there's just two obvious things here. First of all, give this technology a try. Why wouldn't you want to put this together with your DNA and see what your body comes up with? Maybe you got a particular health concern, or maybe you just want to be as healthy as you can possibly be, and yeah, that'll make you happier too. Okay? Or maybe none of that applies. You just want to be as healthy as possible for as long as possible. You don't think anything's wrong with you, okay? As I said earlier, what's wrong with being better? Now, the other part of the opportunity Dale alluded to is we do have this risk-free business opportunity, okay? For you to refer other folks, save money, get your product paid for, help some other folks. Shout out to all of you who have shared, helped other people get product, thousands of dollars, in fact, at least one instance, I know tens of thousands of dollars of product given to other people who needed help, okay? I am so proud of the fact that we've done that. I've never been in a company where that kind of generosity was shown, okay? But it's alive and well here. Maybe also, you got some other things you want to do. You ever go in the grocery store and flinch at what it costs with organic food versus regular food, okay? You ever complain about how much the cost of gas is, right? You ever felt like
It's high right
you're
now.
stuck on a fixed income? All right, well, how about an unlimited opportunity to help people just like yourself who have issues or aren't getting help any other way? You heard from some people today, that lady with the Renard situation. There was no cure for that. That wasn't going to get fixed anywhere, anytime. But you have an opportunity to be in service to other people and frankly get rewarded like nobody in marketing has ever gotten rewarded before. I know a little bit about that. I design comp plans for other companies and so forth. Okay, you have never been compensated where you're about to get compensated here if you're willing to engage with us and go to work. Okay, so we invite you to do so. If any of what we're talking about appeals to you, by all means, affiliate with us and let's see what we can do together. Okay?
Create
And
your
shout out to
customer
all you all
website. The link is
getting
below.
ready to go.
Or give back
And
to
the
the
Randy
person that
Nation in
referred
the
you.
Washington, D.C. area, Dr. George Stark today, Marine Corps guy, all those veterans. It's time to deploy. Okay? We got a mission here. We have the technology that everybody in the world needs. We need some folks to get it out. And I hope you don't mind us rewarding you for it, because we will
Every
absolutely
human needs
do that.
this.
Okay? All right. Dr. Joy Scott is
Every
next.
pet needs
Before we go to
this.
Q&A, we're going to get with Dr. Joy Scott. I'll tell you something about Dr. Joy. When we were in Atlanta, she's out of Atlanta, and I asked her to go do the food. I'm telling you, this lady knows how to hook this food up. I asked her, give me some eye salads, whatever that translates into stuff that can help you with your eyes and whatnot. Right? But I've eaten that food and got this burst of energy. Where does this go? I've been on Mito forever, okay? But she can bring it out. She can make it happen. Dr. Joy, talk to us, please.
Thank you for this opportunity. So now, Roger said, come up with this eye salad. And I thought, I'm going to find the top best. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to test it. I'm going to see how it makes me feel. So guess what was at the top of the list? You're going to learn something. Grab your pen now. Carrot tops. You know, the carrot tops, the greens on top of the soil, the carrot bottoms, the roots are under the ground, right? And so what we're going to do, we're going to put both in this salad. The tops, the greens that we're going to blend in with any greens and lettuce, it get lost right there, so you wouldn't even know. They're loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin that reverse age-related eye diseases like macular degeneration, like cataracts. The carrot tops can help with these two diseases. Hey, that's big stuff, right? And you can eat these every day and just watch your eyes just fix themselves. You know, like night visions and bloaters. And, we need a lot of vitamin A for the eyes. So it's all right here. So now, here we go. You're ready to write, right? Let's, we're going to put this eye salad together so you can number it if you like. It's going to be in your back office. I think Roger's going to put it there. So here we go. It's going to clean all the dead cells away from your eyes. It's going to help your liver, which means it's going to help keep your eyes clean, better bowel movement so the eyes can get healthy. And again, with these ingredients, let's get started. So we're going to use about 7. The first ingredient is going to be a little coconut oil, let's say in a hot skillet or a wok or something like that. So we're going to put the 3 greens in. We are putting in parsley, spinach, carrot tops. Just going to chop them, put a good handful of each. You're going to put about 1/4 or less of an onion, a red onions. This salad is going to include brilliant colors, okay? And you're just making it just enough for you. And so now we're going to add some roots, okay? We're going to put in fennel oh my goodness, it had such a wonderful flavor. Half a cup of fennel, let's see, a half a cup of beetroots grated, and we're gonna put, hey, the carrot roots, gonna grate them. And so you just keep stirring, stir frying them right there. Now 5, 6, 7 minutes have gone by. And you, at that particular point, just cut the fire off, okay? Toss in a handful of blueberries, and you're gonna add a pinch of cayenne, okay? Tablespoon of nutritional yeast. And look, we cannot forget 1 to 2 mLs of what? That brand new Restore 3.0. Roger said it's a high-tech salad dressing, so hey, it is just that as far as I'm concerned. So we want to know what's the big quality around some of these things we put in. The carrot tops are loaded with zootin and zeaxanthin. Hey, and so the zeaxanthin, that kind of stuff, it cuts eye problems down 43 to 50%. Those two supplements, and they're right there in the carrot tops. And blueberries are for floaters, blurry eyes. Parsley is for cleaning the eyes, any buildup in the eyes. We don't have windshield wipers on our eyes. The fennel does the same. It cleanses the eyes, and the liver moves the waste away from the eyes. Blindness, oh my goodness. So we got the beets and the cayenne peppers for circulation in the eyes. And it opens up those tiny little capillaries that bring the food and oxygen out there to the eyes. So that's why we're eating all these exotic, big, deep green vegetables like the spinach and the beetroots to get extra zinc from the dirt and the soil and the bees, the B complexes. And so from that, we want to just make sure that you have this little list of the foods. And what are they? Chopped parsley, spinach, carrot tops. What we got? We got blueberries, fennel, beets, and the carrot roots. And hey,
if you just recently joined
don't
us, we're
forget to
talking
put your
about
high-tech salad dressing on it. It took it right over the roof, and it made it
talking
taste
about
so
a salad
wonderful,
that you can
people.
make
And
to help your
you
eye
let it
salad.
marinate just a
We're
little
calling
bit
it
and
an eye
toss it
salad.
all together.
So
It's
Dr. Joy is
some
giving
wonderful salad.
instructions out on how to
Thank
make
you.
it.
Back to you.
All right,
Roger.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Joy. We'll get that list on her, put it up, get this recording, put it up as well right after the call.
So make
Okay,
sure y'all
we're about
create
to
your
do
free customer
Q&A.
website so you have
Star
access to go in
5
there and
on
get
your
those
phone or
ingredients
that
for that
keypad
eye
if you're
salad
joining us via the internet.
to
We're
help
going
your
to
eyes
entertain
get
your
better
questions
along with
and your
our
comments
products.
right now.
Yes, indeed. And Roger, while they're raising those hands, I just want to point out to some folks who may not know all the background, the intelligence and backgrounds of the folks that speak on this call. Dr. Joy has a PhD in nutrition. Dr. Dan has a PhD in nutritional science and a master's in fitness science. So you know when they speak, they're just bringing a wealth of knowledge to these calls, and we appreciate them so much. So that's it, Roger. As these hands come up, everybody hit *5 on your phone. You've got a health or nutrition question. Let's get it answered.
All right. We got
those of y'all that are
Marsha
watching on our
Bell.
platforms, you can put any questions in the comments and we'll get your questions answered.
Let's start with Marsha, who's joining us from California.
Absolutely. Marsha, did you share with us?
Hello, thank you, Roger. Well, this time it's not a call, it's not a question regarding commission, but it's a question regarding the salad that Dr. Joy just shared. You said it's going to be in the back office. Can you tell us exactly when we might expect to see that and where it might be in the back office? So we can
Let's say tomorrow. As soon as I can get it, I'll get it up. I'm going to create a new category for this kind of thing. So we got the 4 categories back there right now. I'm going to put a new category back there for this.
He just makes it easy for us.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Wonderful.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Marsha. Emily Pritchett is in Richmond, the caller ID says.
All right, Emily, I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
My question. So,
Okay.
I have a friend. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm calling for a friend who has a very deep open wound on their foot, has had 2 surgeries, first to remove part of the bone in the foot and then to do a wound wash due to an additional infection that has been cleared up, but he's still on IV antibiotics for another 2 weeks. The shipment that we ordered should arrive tomorrow. So I just want to confirm, like, when he does his wound changes of the bandage, that it is okay to apply the cream in a deep diabetic wound
Okay, we have had multiple
directly on
situations.
it.
We've had multiple situations. I want to bring Dr. Joy back. Dale,
Hey,
bring me
Miss
back, Dr. Joy.
Imogene.
All right.
So Dr. Joy has had 2 situations like that. She's personally been involved in it, and the results was nothing short of amazing. Dr. Joy, talk to us about how dire that situation with man's foot was.
Yeah. Should I share now, Roger?
Yes, please.
Yes. So can you imagine getting a call from a mother who wants you to help save her son's leg? And if I had seen the wound, I would have ran. And so I would not have. And so what happened is, without seeing it, you knew there was help. We know that. That's what MoreMito do. And so we had to, every doctor in the area said, we have to amputate it, got to amputate it. And we knew that we could not put the Rejuvenate on the wound. The wound was from basically right below the toes all the way back to probably an inch from the end of the heel. And so it was just totally, for lack of a better word, there was no other word. It's rotten. It needed help. And so when you saw that, is like, we can't put it directly on. Which one of these 3 products in the bundle? Well, we only had 2 at the time. We gave him the Restore. He just kept taking the Restore. And they knew every day they badgered him at the hospital. Okay? For 14 days in a row, they badgered him to have the leg amputated. And after the 14th day, he goes home. And then now he has full control. He could actually put the Rejuvenate into and on the wound. And so the house nurse, they sent out a nurse for all but about 10 days. And as soon as the nurse would leave, he'd put the cream right back on it. And when she came, then she'd put her cream. But as soon as she left, he put the Rejuvenate right back on the wound.
So do y'all hear? He's using the Rejuvenate Gel multiple times a day on his wound.
When she took the bandages off, she looked as if she had seen a ghost because the healing had started. Now you got to know the whole bottom of the foot is decaying, and
can you imagine having a decaying foot?
It is in the blood. They promised him you would not live to his next birthday. And so, and that he had to have the leg amputated. But guess what? 7 weeks later, they made him an appointment. They knew probably he would beg them to cut the leg. In 7 weeks, he goes back to the hospital to get the amputation. He walked in there with a shoe and a sock on. That Rejuvenate did its part. Yeah, we did load it up with the Restore, of course. And he did take the Restore by mouth, micro dosages all day. It healed his leg, and he
both
still
of them
has
multiple
his
times
leg.
a day.
He still has his foot.
That was before
now,
we had the Renew Body and Mind.
That very first
so imagine the results
on a Friday
now.
Afternoon,
With
they did
3.
take one toe out, number 4 toe, but you wouldn't notice that. He has his whole leg. He has the balance of his body.
He had 2 toes amputated in years previous. So it's the side of the foot where the wound is. So I'm just trying to hear what you're saying, because he is still on IV antibiotics. But the wound itself is showing signs that there is no infection. So it was my understanding that the IV antibiotics are just a precautionary to continue to keep the infection clear. So you're saying he should do the restore until the antibiotics are over, or should he go ahead?
He should do restore as soon as possible, as much as possible, right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my shipment arrives tomorrow, so what do you mean as much as possible?
That means multiple times a day. As
Well,
much as you can afford to
antibiotics
take.
Yeah.
kill your, kills your, I mean, your immune system. So you need to restore. You got to have your restore.
Okay, so.
Right. It
yeah.
arrives tomorrow,
So specifically, you can't take too much restore, okay?
Right.
That's what I mean as much as possible. You know, triple dosing, double, triple, and even more a day is warranted.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day
Okay.
if you can afford to do that.
and
Okay,
then
so
wait
that's-
on the rejuvenate, or go ahead with it.
See, the problem with the rejuvenate is the overall open wound is going to sting like heck, okay? So the best
It's
you're going to
gonna
do
say what?
is you're going to put it around the wound as close as you can. Get it put on other parts
This is
of the
going to
foot.
sting
because
if you have a
it'll
real
get through
open
there, right?
wound.
But
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
You know,
why you're going with this
it'll
first,
start to
and
heal
you
You're
get
not
it to
in
a
it.
certain point. Then you can start using
that's gonna be
the restore
it's gonna
oil
be painful,
till it gets to a
okay?
certain point. Then you can
So,
start adding the
But
rejuvenate
rejuvenate
gel.
really
And
restore rather
once it's
a
past
lot
that
of that.
stinging
Your body's got to
era.
recover from those antibiotics. It's knocking down mitochondria even further. And your body's immune response is going to be so heightened because of that. I mean, come on. The man supposed they wanted to take his foot off. You would tell him, you're literally taking your life in your hands. You go out this door. You went anywhere.
Right.
He wasn't supposed to come back. Or if he did come back,
Yeah.
just talk about we're not just taking your foot. You know, we're going to take a lot more. So it's a dire situation, the best thing we've ever seen. And there's been multiple situations where you get to the door. She went to one situation where she got to the door and the caretaker warned her it's going to be an odor. Because it's rotten. Those livers are rotting and they smell like something rotten.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we know. Get it, use it, tell us what happened, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Emily. All right, that story got a lot more hands up, Dale. Okay. All right, let's get these wireless calls out of the way. We got some from Fort Washington down on the bottom. No, that's not on wireless call anymore. Let's go. Let me get the new ones. How about Olivia Wright? That's another Fort Washington. Olivia Wright.
Go ahead with your question.
Yes, my question was, when you take your product, are there any side effects, for the oil or the pills that you take?
Unexpected compliments.
Say that again?
Isn't that a great side effect? Unexpected compliments. People compliment of how your skin looks, how you're looking better because you don't look like you're dealing with things
Other
from the
than
past
that,
anymore.
it is possible for anyone to be allergic to anything, right? Sometimes, somebody might be, it rarely happens, but it's a possibility. The other thing is that your body will start to detox, in some cases, so much so that you may become uncomfortable. It, again, rarely happens, but it's possible. If it does, you just reduce the amount you're taking until it subsides and then go back up in your dosages. I mean, that's, when you see that happen, it's a good thing. So what kind of detoxes might happen, okay? Parasites might come out of you. Because they're going to run for the near.
Yeah, parasites, they can come out anywhere. They can come out your ear, your nose, your face, any part of your skin. We've seen, we've heard people, and people have shared pictures of that happening. I haven't personally experienced that, but
your body is going to start attacking things that shouldn't be there much more vigorously. Okay. So.
Okay.
All right. That's it. There's no like counterindications about anything because remember now we're talking about food, which if
this
you
is
could
considered
get more
a
of it,
food.
you'd be better off. Dr. Joy gave me
It's
some
not
really
medication.
good ideas.
This is considered a food. They're natural.
Irreplaceable though is this technology that gets this specific version of it in your system in ways that weren't possible before. All right. So There you go.
Okay, so I had another question, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
My sister has this disease called ascites. It's a liver disease.
Mm-hmm.
Will you figure it would help that? Because it makes her lose a lot of weight. She can't
Okay,
drink
so
water.
here's why I always kind of a disclaimer statement. We don't do diseases or conditions. We do mitochondria, and we tell the stories of people who have used it and related to whatever condition they're talking about. So we've had any number of liver stories. Like I'm thinking about the guy that killed his liver, and he was supposed to make out his will, and he mitoed his way back. Called me. He was out for 2 years. Called me back and going back to work. So livers are very resilient.
He
They can bounce
mitoed his
back.
way. This is
He's
more
got to have the
mito.
right technology
He
to do
mitoed
it
his
with.
way by using the
And
powder.
from my vantage
Way
point, restoring
better,
mitochondria, right? It just positions it to fix itself even better than it naturally does.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good to hear. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Olivia.
All
All right. Let's
thank
see
you.
about. Already. Let's see about Judith from Florence, South Carolina.
Good evening.
Hi, Judith.
Good
Go right
evening
ahead.
to everyone. All praises be to the Most High God, who is our keeper, our helper. That His word teaches us that we will live off of the leaves. He says shall be for the healing of the nation and the seed-bearing trees and this kind of thing. So what when you talk about food, it is exactly what it is: food for our bodies. I wanted to share this testimony about our pet. We got a little tiny dog. His name is Bo Diddley. And
Bo Diddley.
My daughter and her husband took him to the vet and discovered that he had swollen testicles.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about surgery, operating, cutting them off. So my son says that he didn't approve of that. He wasn't going to let the doctor cut himself. Since I have been using MoreMito product for a long time, even before you made it into the liquid form, the Restore. I was using it before this time. And so I ordered some of the Petlife, and I started putting it on his food, on his little treat that he likes to eat. And then I noticed that his testicles started shrinking.
Yeah.
And this little dog that's 12 years old, okay? And he's bouncing around like he's a puppy.
Yeah.
And he also would shake a lot, had to shake. And the doctor said, well, dogs do that as they get older. But as I continue to give him the Restore on his food, he doesn't shake like that anymore.
She means Petlife.
Yeah,
And
Petlife.
ask him if you
Animals can't use Restore because it has citrus and some other things they can't have. So that was removed out, and we have
But
Petlife.
it's all because of the Petlife that I started.
This is Restore minus what the pets can't have.
It reversed his age back to when he was a puppy. And I'm a witness to that it worked. Anybody got pets out there and they're dealing with issues with the pet, give them the Petlife, because
You can use the Petlife and the Rejuvenate Gel, straight Rejuvenate Gel.
It really does. And I wanted to also wanted to give a testimony concerning my husband, who has been diagnosed with PTSD, dementia. Years ago, he suffered with a bout of hepatitis C. And the doctors didn't have anything to give him at that time. They gave him radiation, and his body rejected it. And so it wasn't until we moved to a different city, and he's a Vietnam veteran. So he enrolled in the Ralph Johnson Hospital in Charleston. And so they did tests on him, and they said, we want to put you on a program to where we can heal you of the hepatitis C. And so at that time, he was taking the Restore in the original, it was capsule back then, the liquid had. So they took him through the test, 3 months test, testing and treatment. And at the end of that treatment, the doctor said, "You're well. You are well." He said, and you are the only one that has gone through our program and completed it. Everybody else has stopped in the middle of it. And so that's one testimony about his liver condition. God has healed him from that liver condition because we were on the Restore, and he was able to go through the treatment. Okay, he became totally bedridden. I have a lot of testimonies here. 5 years ago, actually. And so at first, he came down with bed sores. And I hope that this will encourage the lady that was talking about the sores, the wounds. And so the doctor prescribed an ointment, some kind of ointment to rub on them. But it was not until I mixed the Restore and the Rejuvenate together and started applying it to his wounds that they were healed. Wounds on his back, the bottom part of his back, and on his feet, his toes. And I rubbed that on there, and that the wounds went away. He was healed. And the doctors, they were so amazed, you know. And I thank God that he directed me to get on the MoreMito nutrition. That's what I call it. A healing nutrition for the body, total body. Yeah. So that's all I'm to do was share those testimonies and hope that it encourages someone else that's listening.
All right, thank you, Judith. We really appreciate it. Okay, we got 2 wireless calls. We should get one of them, Dale. How about that one whose number ends in 4676? Go right ahead. You're unmuted. Wireless caller.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, continue.
Okay, good. My question is, what about a person that has lupus and then there's all kind of things going on in their body?
Yeah. So lupus is an autoimmune condition. That's where your body's attacking itself.
Right.
And I just today created a section for autoimmune under Share MoreMito info. If you all are not in the Share MoreMito info, shame on you, because it's all there categorized, and you can actually do a generalized search.
Our app is
There's several in
awesome.
there. Now let me specifically ask you a question.
It has so much information
Here
to share.
Here again, we don't do conditions, right? We do mitochondria. But we have seen mitochondria sort out these various autoimmune conditions. It doesn't seem to matter which one it is. I think I put maybe 3 in there today. I've got pages of them. Crohn's, fibromyalgia, you name it. And somebody's already come through with it, chances are and tried it. We heard the one tonight, that odd condition that the young lady had. So, again, there's this confusion going on in the body when the body's attacking itself. Sometimes it's coming from your gut. We pay a lot of attention to gut because if you got a leaky gut and things are getting in your bloodstream, now your body's going to go attack it. Okay? So the lady was unfortunate about that total body healing concept. Okay? This is what your body is best at doing. So give it a chance. Let's restore your mitochondria and let your body take from there, okay?
Okay, so just one
Okay,
other thing.
and what was your name? We didn't get your name, so we can correct the caller ID. What was your name?
That's okay. Marilyn Woodard.
Okay, Marilyn. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can I just ask you one quick question? One more thing. Okay, what about a person that has a lot high blood pressure and has to take fluid pills constantly? I can't hear you.
Well, let's just make this a kind of a general statement. More mitochondria addresses everything. Fill in the blank with a condition. I'll be here all night saying the same thing. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's good for everything.
Okay. Tomorrow night on that Zoom call, I'm going to show my blood pressure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
I'm typical African American prone to blood pressure like everybody else in my family. But I got blood pressure as a teenager. Okay, because of this technology and all the advice you get from Dr. Dan, Dr. Joy, and so forth, and stuff we've discovered and shared with you in our research, like the magic oatmeal and whatnot. So it is entirely fixable. Go back in the list. Are you already affiliated with us? Do you have a website?
Nope.
Okay.
No, but who turned me on to it, I'm sure she'll show me and share it with me.
Okay, so as soon as you get a website, you can log in the back office for free. We give them away all day long. And you can find the announcement section, which is right on the homepage when you log in. There's a place that'll say, click here to listen to previous calls. And right there, go back to the call we did on high blood pressure. And you'll see all that good stuff, the stuff you eat, the stuff you do, all of it's right there. Okay? We're not keeping it a secret, we're giving it away. And not charging anything extra for it too. Okay? All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, thank you, Marilyn.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so how about that other wireless caller from Brownsville, Tennessee? Number ends in 4423 from Brownsville, Tennessee. Okay, Brownsville.
Hello.
Who are we talking to?
Hear me? Yolanda Taylor.
Yolanda Taylor. Go right ahead, please.
Yes, I've had 2 eye surgeries on my left eye, retina detached twice, and the third surgery was to remove the gas bubble, and I have a tube in it to help maintain the pressure. Well, I have no vision in it, so I just want to know more about this. How can this Mito help me?
It can help you by regrowing your mitochondria, and then with that extra energy, your body will be able to better fix your eye. Now,
hey, Jay.
you have multiple people with detached retina.
Thanks for joining us.
And see, to me, it's like the operation can be dangerous because it doesn't always go well, right?
Correct.
The first thing I'm going to do, given I know about it, is get this mitochondria at play. There's one that I didn't play at this time. I play it often on this topic. When the ladies have multiple operations, botched operations, leave you seeing worse than you did before. And she gets on our technology, her body's able to repair it. So yeah, I get on it right away.
This is what she
needs. I would, if I wanted to hurry it up, I'd take more. I'd double or triple dose. But any dosage level is going to be better than what it is now.
You're going to build that mitochondria naturally.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We got another wireless from Missouri.
Yes,
I'm in the 7748.
7748, I've unmuted you. Go ahead and give us your name and ask your question.
Remember, if y'all have questions, put your questions in the comments.
My name is Stacey
Anything,
Rogers,
health related.
so
Let's go ahead and address it so you can build your mitochondria up so your body can fix itself the natural way, like God designed our bodies to do.
Arms, back, hips, and legs. And I went to I think they said the name of my arthritis is Sedaria arthritis, I think. But my question is, I have a pain management doctor. They already put shots in my back of lidocaine, and they also gave me a shot in my neck. But for some strange reason, there's nothing that's helping me. Like, even for me to use the bathroom, it's a problem because it feels like my bones is rubbing against the toilet. So I wanted to know, like, what could I use to ease this
I
pain?
know how long she's been on there.
Some more mitochondria, like we've been talking about.
Say that again?
Some more mitochondria, like we've been talking about. Okay?
Okay.
So let me get Dan. Do you see Dan Wade? Do you see Dan Wade?
Let's see if I can find it.
Guys, it doesn't make a difference what condition you have. Y'all think the traditional way about conditions. We don't do conditions. We're building your mitochondria up. Your body already knows how to fix itself. God designed our body to fix itself from anything as long as you have your mitochondria built up. So whatever the conditions is, it doesn't make a difference. Build your mitochondria up and see how your body reacts.
Okay.
By getting your MoreMito products.
Did you find it there?
No, we haven't got it.
Okay, so it's just the fact that there's just certain things that your body is better at fixing than the medical profession is, in my opinion. Given that you have the mitochondria support to have, so it's got the energy to do what it knows how to do. Okay? And that's all I can tell you. It's like so many people come to us with RA, and they're just happy they did. Because they give their body an option that medications don't. That's simple.
Right.
Okay.
So if y'all have an autoimmune disease, you want to get on this ASAP because it's considered a food, but it builds your mitochondria.
4, 5, 6, 7 times a day is not too many.
It's not a medication.
You want to take that Restore Inside because a lot, like I say, it could be coming from your gut. You know, your body's so interconnected that if you got an issue with your gut, with stuff getting in your bloodstream is not there, so you're gonna have a hard time not getting over it because you're constantly feeding the problem, right? Then in my own case, I have food allergies, right? I grew up on a farm eating apples, peaches, pears, but guess what? As an adult, I'm allergic to all of them.
Right.
And I was walking around with a dull headache all the time. And a friend of mine, Mike Jupiter, said, he thinks everything got to do with allergies. Makes an appointment for him. I go to the allergist. They prick my skin. Find out I'm allergic to all that stuff.
Right.
I get off of it.
Stuff that we've been eating and it's good.
That dull headache I was walking around with was not the way it was to be alive. Okay.
Right.
And so
I
there
need
you go.
to
So
eat better also.
Okay, so that's why we got nutritional counseling. I would encourage you to get yourself a bundle or maybe 2. And
this
get
is
all
one
that
bundle.
Counseling when you get the rest.
He said for her to get a bundle or maybe 2. This is one dose a day. If you're gonna take it more than one time a day, remember you can take it as much as you want to because it's considered a food. If you're gonna take it 2 times a day, you're gonna get 2 bundles. 3 times a day, 3 bundles. Okay. And so on.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I definitely need their number. So how would I get in contact with Dr. Dan and all that?
You call customer service and they'll hook it up, but you need to get back with whoever invited you. You got to get enrolled and you got to get that stuff ordered. Okay.
So first she needs to create her free customer website so she's in the system so she can order her products, right? So she can order products. And then once she's created her free customer website, then she can go in her back office and order her products, and then she can also order Dr. Dan's call, which is easy. Once you create your free customer website, then you log into your back office, you click log in, put your username and password, and you're in your back office, you click the green button, which is buy now,
Thank you for taking my
To
call.
get to the nutritional call you just scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's the last one. It shows a picture of a guy, which is Dr. Dan. It says nutritional counseling, and you pay for it.
Make it today.
Right there.
And
that's the same way you get to the bundles. This bundle that I've been showing is the very first bundle that's on there right now. It's the Renew Brain and Body bundle.
Put in there, but all I could eat was just a
when you go in your back
of it.
office.
So can I put it up in the refrigerator and eat on it the rest of the
Yeah, I made a batch today that's gonna last me 3 days. Okay, today, tomorrow, the next day. I always do that. And but just make sure you follow the directions carefully. You know, you're supposed to do the oatmeal first, and then let it cool down, set it aside, and put in all the other stuff. Don't boil it. The ingredients you're told to put in there when you're cooking the oatmeal. Did you do that?
Okay, so what they're talking about is a healthy oatmeal. It's not your traditional oatmeal. We give away a lot of different, not only information about getting on the products, but we give you a lot of health tips and other things that you can take. So we do have a recipe. We have a recipe for a healthy oatmeal, just like we have the recipe that we gave out today about the eye salad. So the eye salad is good for your eyes and a couple other things, and the oatmeal is real healthy for other things in your body. How do you get that information once it's put in the back office? You create your free customer website. So you either go to get back with the person that referred you, or you go to my link. If I was one of the ones that referred you, or you saw it on one of my platforms, and I have it in the comments for each one of my platforms that I am currently live on. And you create your free customer website, then you log into your back office and you can find this information. If anybody needs assistance with any of that, you can text me at 817-382-2124. Again, 817-382-2124. I'm giving my other number out because I'm still having problems with AT&T service on my main number. Okay.
You know, any other things, like I love the other things that you can do with it, like
Miss Clara.
These dried berries, like that you can put in dry cranberries. I get the natural kind. You can get them off Amazon, no sugar, no extra oil, no anything. And when you set it in the refrigerator, you just deal with the proportions and the different things you put in there so you get it. It tastes great. And sometimes it will taste better after you put it in the refrigerator and come back out because it got a chance to kind of marinate or whatever. Mm-hmm. So awesome stuff.
Right.
Completely repair your.
Did you?
Go ahead.
No, I was wondering, did you find cranberries that didn't have any oil? Because I ordered one and it said no sweetening and unsweetened rather, and organic and all of that. But when I got the package, which it didn't show online, it showed it has an oil for stickiness or something.
Okay, I will go in. I'm going in Amazon right now. I'm looking at what I bought. This brand is by Herbella, Herballa, Herba. It's an I there. Herbaila, Herb. Or I still am not spelling it right. Herb, Herb. Then Aila. Herbaila.
You can be a CEO and make mistakes, right? We're all human.
Okay, I get that. I'll make sure I don't run out of that. That's good stuff. Same thing about my
dry cherries or dry?
It says just dried cherries, tart cherries. These are tart cherries. The nice thing about it is like they're dry, they're dehydrated, right? So when you put in that oatmeal and everything like that, it's gonna plump up, and then you get a really nice natural sweetness to it. You'll never have to add anything to sweeten it when you get the right amount like you want in it. Okay.
Okay. Great.
So just work with it. Work with it until you get it, the way you want. But boy, oh boy, is it effective. Okay.
Yeah. Well, good. I hope it helps my blood pressure. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome.
Great.
All right. Thank you. All right. We got one more wireless caller up in New Jersey. In the 9744.
Wireless caller, I've unmuted you. Give us your name and ask your question.
My name is Cindy. I have a question about my daughter. She has two conditions going on. She has HS and she has Crohn's disease. And I wanted to know how MoreMito can help her.
It can help her regrow her mitochondria. And her mitochondria can help her with all those things you mentioned and more.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebecca, by the way, but many of you know from my customer service.
Y'all notice we keep saying the same thing. He's gonna say the same thing. Regrow your mitochondria. Okay.
Acid reflux.
And your body can
going away.
Then fix itself.
She started actually losing weight, right? She was on transfusions because she was bleeding all the time.
I've had to have those from doing a lot of bleeding.
It took about 7 months
ago.
And she could eat vegetables and fruits again. You know you can't do that if you got bad Crohn's. They tear you up. Okay. So we've had consistently great results with this protocol. Regrow your mitochondria, let your body worry about the disease. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you hear that?
So
regrow your mitochondria by getting the products and let your body worry about whatever you have going on in there because it knows how to fix it.
I'm so economical.
Well, listen, folks, Crohn's disease, it's the worst we've ever seen, as Roger said. Rebecca's booked a 2-week cruise in October to Hawaii. You don't do that typically with severe Crohn's. So lives change. We're talking about changing lives. Go ahead, Roger.
All right. So I got myeloma, Grace white myeloma. So let me open up Grace first. She may tell us something we need to know. Maybe we need to say something.
Hi, how you guys doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have my sister-in-law, Margaret Awiti, from Tanzania. She's on the line. Margaret, can you unmute your line? I 3 raised her in. She was a little shy. She didn't want to share her testimony, but she has to share this. Margaret, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Can you share your testimony, what you received today, and can you just share a little bit of your testimony?
Yeah. 2024, they diagnosed me with stage 0 breast cancer, and I refused the answer. I really refused. I said it's not my portion, and Grace told me about my mitochondria, and I started to use. Yeah, I started to use it and use it all the time, and eventually I went back for the test, and they say it's density tissues, and they can't find the cancer itself. So I'm still monitored, but I believe that by using the product, I might be okay now. So I thank God for knowing you guys and know the products, and I thank Grace for encouragement and tell me about your product.
Margaret, can you also share? They can't find the cancer, but they want to take your breast anyway. Can you share that part?
So if you can't find the cancer, why do you need to take the breast? Makes no sense.
The mastectomy, and I say this is just stage 0. Why you want to do mastectomy? And they keep push me to have it, but I told them that I'm still needed time to think about it, and I'm still using some herbs and products that I try to find out if I can save myself from the surgery. They're a little bit awkward. They feel uncomfortable about the answers, but I believe that whatever I use is perfect and is okay. So I'm still debating whether I can have it, and I don't see the reason of having it unless if something serious happens.
So let me comment. It's so interesting, I find, how different doctors respond differently to people who have used our technology and then they can't find anything wrong. Leo cancer in Atlanta, colorectal cancer, bad. Okay, it ruptured while she was on her way to her, well, she was at her daughter's wedding, and they confirmed there. She gets back, and a few weeks later they're scheduled for the surgery, but she was on Mito the whole time when she got back. And it was bad enough that they said, look, if it's as bad as we think it is, we're going to wake you up because what they're going to have to remove will leave you on a colostomy bag the rest of your life. Long story short, they found nothing. It was just a cyst, all the cancer cells were dead, they were gone. And in that instance, to what she asked about was there any PET scan, any flowers, and chemo, radiation. She said, no, there's nothing to radiate. You don't have cancer, it's dead, it's gone. We're just going to monitor you. And that was 2 years ago. She's gone back to all those exams. They still haven't found anything. And so she's good. So if you, it's your decision. And so I just provide that to you, quote unquote, for your information. Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Raj.
All right, thank you. Michael Lohman up at the top.
Michael, I have unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Remember, if y'all have questions, put your questions, in the comments, and we'll get your questions
answered. Great. Hey, Roger. Hi, Dale. How are you?
Okay.
I just have a really quick testimony I believe will help some people. So in 2023, October 2023, I lost my eyesight due to diabetic retinopathy. Now, my eyesight pretty much went, but I had got surgeries to restore my retinas, and each time it left me completely unable to see. And that was in October 2023. So I found out about the technology last year, 2025 in May. And Grace White brought me some samples and began to rub it on my eyes. And she left me with a couple of samples, and I started to rub it on my eyes maybe like 7-8 times that night. And the very next day, when I came outside, I was able to notice the sunlight for the very first time in almost 2 years. So I know we always hear things about people having breakthroughs instantly, and then some people sit back and say, well, what's wrong with me? Or why isn't this working for me? However, that happened, and I didn't think anything really happened from that point. However, I had an ophthalmologist appointment, and the pressures that were in my eye were 11 and 10, which before they were 22 and 24. So they said they were amazed. They said there was no inflammation in my eyes. And then back in January, after, now I've been double and triple dosing since I started the product.
So he's double and triple dosing. So he's doing 2 to 3 bundles a day, okay?
I took a nap and I woke up, and
2 to 3 bundles a month. Because he's taking it 2 to 3 times a day.
I was able to see the things that was in the room. I was able to see the person that I was with.
Took his health serious.
Then it went back dark again. So that just gave me some more hope that if I just keep using it. And then when I went to the doctor again, and once again my eye pressures were 10 and 9, and I had no inflammation in my eyes. So I just want to encourage people that when things don't seem like they're working the way you want them to work, just be patient with the technology, because the body has things that it needs to work out. So just look at the Mito as the journey and not the destination, and enjoy the little wins along the way. Oh, and also my blood pressure my blood pressure was out of control on 4 different blood pressure medicines and a patch, and it could never regulate. Now I'm just on like 1 medication, and I use that very sparingly. And the other day, I went to, because I'm on dialysis, I went to dialysis, and my starting blood pressure was 129/75. So, and 4 medications and a patch couldn't do that. So, thank you for creating technology. Thank you to Grace for bringing it to me. And I just want to encourage everyone just to stay the course.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, Michael.
Did you hear him? Stay the course. Get it.
So
take
there's
it.
three parts to this.
You can
It's
take it
gonna
as many
be
times a day as you
how
want
you
to.
exercise, how you eat, and how you supplement your matter. Will you get on it? Will you stay on it? Will you do the part that you're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to affect it. I mean, we talk to people sometimes. I'm not getting results from it. And you ask them what they're eating, they still eating a bunch of sugar, this, that, and the other. Everybody's ready for that. You're gonna get you got one foot on the gas, the other foot on the brake, and expecting to get somewhere. Okay. So there's a lot of variations here. But if you legitimately take it, do the part that you're supposed to do, give yourself the best chance, then hey, it'll be very different. All right, Joyce Green in Arlington, Texas.
All right, Joyce, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening, Roger, and Dale, and Dr. Dan, Dr. Joy. I thank God for all of you. Thank God for this opportunity to, I tell you, be a part of this technology. It's been a true blessing, as I've said over and over, for my family, myself, my husband, my mom, 92 years old, my auntie, 94. They just left Silver Springs, Maryland. They took a trip in a truck from Atlanta to Silver Springs. They've been on MoreMito. They live in the life. My cousins call me. They're like, wow, these women are energetic. They are just, and I tell you, I just give God the glory for this technology. But I'm going to keep this real short. I got to come back and share with you, though, because I'm telling you, this technology has been such an awesome blessing to me, my family, and I tell you, my husband and I, and we are just so excited. A loved one was on earlier, Emily, that was talking to you, Emily Pritchard from Richmond, about someone near and dear to us that has those open sores, Roger, and we are looking forward. She get her technology tomorrow. We also have another question. We have another loved one that has been diagnosed with advanced dementia, and we want to know, how do we apply the cream for him and make sure he's getting it in his system? Now, I shared with them to just, rub it on his face, all over it, under the bottom of his feet, get the restore in his system. This is what we need to do, because we have already seen changes. And is there anything else I need to add to that? Also, I want to ask Dr. Joy. I have been trying to find out about, I have several people that's on the technology that deal with severe pain constantly. Dr. Joy did mention to us 2 weeks ago about to use cayenne pepper. How do we use the cayenne pepper? I have sent a couple of emails. I have been inquiring about that. I want to know if they can come forth and answer that with using the cayenne pepper with the. Okay.
So they'll take a screenshot, send it to Dr. Joyce so she can call it back, okay?
You got it.
Oh, awesome.
All right, we'll handle it.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you, and I thank you all, and thanks for this technology. Thank you all for all that you're doing.
All right, we greatly appreciate it. Okay,
Thank
we
you.
got a wireless caller in California. Number is 6906. Sometimes it ends up being Beat in the UK. Wonder who it is this time.
Wireless caller, I've unmuted you. Give us your name and ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Hi. I'm glad. This is Flory Beth Mora. I just wanted to share with you today, I'm under Ronnie, and I wasn't feeling, because I have a problem with my digestive system that they never found out what the cause of it, but I'm unable to eat certain foods. No spices or anything like that because it irritates my stomach. I get really, I want to vomit and everything, the whole works, everything. And it just feels really bad. And I was in bed and I go, Ronnie, I don't feel like talking. And she goes, you have you have everything there. And I go, what do I have? And he goes, just put the cream on your belly button and you're going to tell me later. I go, really? I go, yes, because I've used another thing from another company, oils, doTERRA oils, and I put their digestion, and it never works on me. So I didn't even think of doing it or anything or putting anything at all. And I did, and I go, okay, let me do it right now. I go, do it now. And I go, okay, I will. So I did, and I was just sharing that with a friend of mine, Apollonio. He's 87 years old. We were talking about it because he's already subscribed. I subscribed him, and he's already waiting for his packet. But I put that on, and within less than 20 minutes, I had no nausea. I had nothing, no pain. I was pain-free. I go, oh, wow.
Just by her putting the rejuvenate gel on her belly button.
Wow. I've used the tab for so many years, and I go, and that doesn't do it. I dab it on, and I dab it on, and nothing. And today, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, less than 20 minutes, I am okay. I'm talking, you see I'm smiling. I wasn't even laughing or nothing because I was in pain. And so I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for that product, really. I appreciate you guys, all you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, shout out to Alan
You'll be
Ronnie.
amazed when you build your mitochondria. Okay. Get your bundle today and see how your body reacts.
That was Flory. We have Paul and Pomona.
All right, Paul, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hello, all my friends. Just real quick, a lot of conversation tonight about stomach issues. I've been having that since I was a little baby. Antibiotics took me into Crohn's, and it's definitely going in the right direction with this product. I'll keep you posted more on that as I go along and heal better. I am using the cream, the rejuvenating cream on
Rejuvenate Gel.
My skull that developed an infection, even though there's some openness or open wounds there. I'm still doing it. It stings a little bit, but then it kind of just goes away, and it seems to be helping. But then I want to say too, a lot of talk tonight about surgeons recommending surgery. Just keep in mind, a surgeon only makes money when they cut. So if you ask about needing surgery, 95% of the time they're going to say, yeah, you have to have it, because if they ain't cutting, they ain't making money. And surgeons are some of the highest paid doctors there are. So just keep that in mind when they try to convince you to do a surgery.
Yep.
I
had to turn down some surgeries because I had to use my head. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Yeah.
Phenomenal stuff. Yep. Thank you, Paul.
Okay. So we got Shirley and William, right? Shreveport, Louisiana. Got some crawfish down there.
Good afternoon, MoreMito family. Thank you, Dale, and thank you, Roger, and thank you for taking my call. Roger, I have one question. My question is this: I've been on MoreMito for a year, and the detox is excellent. But now that I'm taking it, when I take it, my body gets so hot for about 20, 30 minutes, and then it cools down, and then it gets hot again. And then over in the night, I get like a sore throat for that. Is that normal or what? Or do I need to pull that out?
That's unusual. First of all, how long has that been happening?
probably about 2 to 3 weeks now.
I'm not sure what that is. You would think that as long. How long you been on Mito altogether?
Probably about a year.
Okay. So it could be something that you're going through in terms of a virus or something you're getting, your body's trying to deal with it. Okay, because by now you would think that, because if that happened right from the beginning, we'd wonder whether or not you were allergic to something in it. But you've been on it so long, I'm kind of discounting that. Then you think about detox steps, the same thing after a year. But did you recently increase your dosages?
I did. I did. I increased the dosage. I was doing the brain and body, and then restore. So what I did was I pulled back on the restore and just did the brain and body for that. But if I try to take it by 4 o'clock, because if I take it later, when I go to bed at night, I just get real hot.
Okay, so right, so let's put it. I'm saying that because sometimes when you increase your dosage, you'll go through another detox. Your detox will start over. So it could be as simple as that. Okay. So just roll with it, adjust it, back it down a little bit if it's too uncomfortable for you, and let's see if it doesn't pass, and then we can come back strong as ever, okay?
Okay. Let me ask you one more question. Also, with it, I was getting a sore throat. So what I did, I took the Restore and I was just using it and just gargle it like you do mouthwash for that. It would burn it and take it away, but I'm still kind of dealing with it. So can I continue to do that and it'll just take it completely away?
I gargle with Restore all the time. I'm going to swish it all around with my squirt up between my teeth. And if I got any kind of soreness, that's like sore throat, I gargle it. That seems to just address it pretty quickly. So,
okay. That's what I need now. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, have a blessed night.
All right. Great having you on.
Thank you. Okay.
Madison Harris. Need wait no longer.
All right, Madison, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Hi. I wasn't going to speak tonight, but I heard that lady from Tanzania, but the guy already touched on it. And I was going to say the same thing, monetary gain with the surgery.
Yeah, they get paid by the boob.
Right. And also, somebody spoke on an elderly person. I told y'all, my aunt is getting ready to be 97 on the 11th of this month. What I did is I rubbed her from her head to her toes, her whole body. I mixed the Restore and the Rejuvenate up and rub her whole body. And she's actually starting to have conversations with us now. And one more thing. Then I have the tumor on my left breast. And I told y'all that I really felt like that was the lymphatic system because I got a swollen neck on the left side. But now the wound is popped open. It's busted open through my skin. And I put that Restore on the pads and I put it on the open wound and I tape it up. So it's coming out. Whatever it is, it's coming out. So I'm looking forward to a great finishing story with that one.
All right, just be very aggressive with your frequency, many times.
I am.
The amount you're taking. Let's go with it.
Yes, and I do the brain and body. I do 3 of those a day, sometimes 3 in the morning, 3 at night. I do 4 drops of the Restore, the 4.
So she's double dosing on this, so she's doing the
morning and
bottles.
night. So yeah, I'm on it, and I rub the cream just sporadically throughout the day. I'm having to order more, and I just finally got my aunt her own stuff, so I won't have to share.
Awesome. All right.
So
thank you,
y'all.
Madison.
Okay. All right. You're welcome.
She's got it.
Good night.
Give me Grace White one more time.
Grace, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Roger. I just three-way Courtney, and she has a phenomenal testimony. You recorded her call about her detox. Courtney, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Grace.
Go ahead. Can you share real quick what happened to your stomach while you're using the MoreMito now?
Yes. Hello, Mr. Roger Hill. So I had conference with you. Remember, I was having those reactions, and I took it slow, like you said. I kept moving it. I just take it a little slow here and there. only using like just a little finger on my fingertips, just a little in the palm of my hand to rub my places that was bothering me. But originally I got the product for my stomach. My stomach since coronavirus time. And I just got this because after hearing all the testimonies, I'm like, I gotta try that on this stomach of mine that I can't stop flopping all around and giving me acid reflux. And I rubbed it, and I had my talk with you. I was hot. I was getting hot, and then it would pass through me every time I used it in the beginning. It was like the heat that I was experiencing would pass through me in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And I would even have to sit down. I would have to sit down and like lay for a minute. So I just wasn't feeling right. I thought I might even have an allergic reaction, like we talked about. Well, I kept using it, and I noticed that immediately I did notice that my stomach was not having any issues. I mean, I'm talking about, I'm not having any stomach issues. And I felt it doing something on my stomach. My daughter felt it doing something. I think it was the SBS that she felt. It was moving fast. And so my daughter was even born with celiac, so I wanted to rub some on her stomach. And all I have to tell you is that now when I use it, I'm not getting any reaction. I've even just used the oil.
Okay.
With limited white cream. Because I couldn't believe I didn't have a reaction.
Okay, so for everybody, what you're hearing is her body going through the process of sorting it out. Okay, that's just the way it is. And it comes out better. So thank you for giving us that example, Courtney. We really appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
You're welcome. I'm just surprised. I don't have any more. I haven't had any stomach issues.
Thanks, Courtney.
Outstanding. Thank you. Great. Okay, Dale Bonet, you get the last word.
All right, listen, everybody. Tonight is an astounding call. Again, think about everything you heard and the things you heard that nothing else touches. Doctors are making recommendations. Listen, your body can do incredible things if you restore the mitochondria. You only do that here. And here's the second part. You are surrounded by people who need this knowledge, who need this hope, who need this change. So let's change some lives. Let's change some pocketbooks as well. Get in and let's get going. You need something, you call us and tell us. We're here for you. You are the reason we're here. So Roger, that's it. I look forward to speaking to everybody again on Saturday. Back to you, Roger.
All right. I want to thank everybody, especially the ones that you heard. You're the very best part of MoreMito. We really appreciate it, and we will never take you for granted. We'll see you next time. It's going to be great.
The host has ended this call. Goodbye.
Guys, was that not an awesome conference call? Right? I know you heard a lot of things. Some of you may be wondering, oh, wow. Okay, so if you get yours, when you get yours, you try it and let's see how it does with your body. Again, we suggest that you get the brain and body bundle. When you go in, first you got to create your free customer website, right? Because everybody gets a free customer website. So if somebody else referred you, you're going to get back with the person that referred you. If myself referred you, or you were watching one of my platforms, then you're going to go to my website, and I'm going to share that. You're going to go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Then you will click join. Then you will click referring customer. If you're on a cell phone, you're gonna click menu, then join, then referring customer. If you're on a computer, you're gonna just go in the right hand corner and click join, then referring customer, right? Then the next screen is gonna pop up. It's gonna ask you to choose a username. Do not use an email address for the username, okay? Because that won't work. That's gonna mess things up. You're not gonna be set up right. So, and you don't want to use something that's too long, because your username is what is at the end of your website. So like mine is moremito.com/S Alford. S Alford is my username. Okay. So whatever your username is, that's what you're going to put in there, right? And then choose your password. Then it's going to ask you for your email address, name, address, phone number. And then you'll choose that you're not a robot and you're going to register, right? Your website's going to be up just like that. Okay. Now that you have your website up, then in order to order the products, you're going to go in your back office. So whether you're getting the people products or whether you're getting the pet products. So remember, the pets can take the Petlife and the Restore Oil, straight Restore Oil. You hear how we're mixing the Rejuvenate Gel. We're mixing the Rejuvenate Gel in the Restore Oil. You don't give the Rejuvenate Gel that has Restore Oil mixed in it to the pets. You need to give them straight Rejuvenate Gel. But once you log in to your back office, so you would go to your website, your new website that you just created, go to your website, then you're going to click log in, and then it'll ask you for your username and your password. Oh, excuse me, y'all. It's going to ask you for your username and your password. You are now in your back office. So you should see a green button that says buy now. You're going to click that button to buy now. And then you can scroll down. It should be the first bundle that is on there, depending on the time that you're listening to this, if you know, because things may change. And so your brain and body bundle number 1, you're going to get the Restore Oil, Renew Brain and Body capsules, and the Rejuvenate Gel. And so you pick your quantity. If you want to do it on auto ship, you're going to click yes. That will take $10 off, because being a referring customer, you can get $10 off of your products. And then then you just scroll down and continue. It's real self-explanatory. It's very, very easy. And then guys, after you place your order, then you want to make sure you download the MoreMito app. So you hear people, you heard a couple of people talking about things that they did on their app and everything, right? So we have a MoreMito app. So depending on whether you have an Android or you have a iPhone, whether you go to your app store or your Play Store, you're going to go look for that MoreMito app. And that MoreMito app is white. It is white, and the words on there, let's see if I can do this. The words on there, see, it is white, and then it has, oh shoot, I always keep hitting it right below it. So more is orange, mito is black, and then it has a little picture of a mitochondria. Okay, so you click on that, you download that. Once you download that, it's going to ask you for a username and password. Well, guess what? It's the same username and password that you use to create your free customer website. So you put your username and your password in there, and then it's going to ask you a couple of questions, and then you're now in your app. Now, if you want to know how to really use that app, oh, good. Excuse me, guys. If you want to know, your body knows when you need something, right? So my body, from taking the products, is now showing me signs that I possibly need some rest, right? So I have been keeping long hours. I recently had to go out of town because we had to extend. I had to give myself a raise, right? We had to extend, and share in the Memphis, Tennessee area about the products and stuff. So, anyway, my body hasn't fully recovered from that trip, because I was going the whole time I was there, but anyway, that was a good thing. But anyway, in order to get more information on how to use the app, you can text me and we can schedule a time and I can walk you through some things. You can text me at 817-382-2124. Notice, guys, I am saying text me, and that's because that way we can schedule a time that'll work for you and myself, instead of just calling me and throwing my schedule off. So I would greatly appreciate that respect. Then you can also go under the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube, and under the training, there's information on there about the app. And then, or you can go on any of the Zoom calls that you see on there. There are the Tuesday Zoom calls, because Mr. Hill, ever since he has created this updated app, he has been doing a Tuesday Zoom call. And so he's explaining how to use the app, as well as, about the products and, the company and everything. So it's several ways for you to get the information. So again, y'all, we have a great CEO, Mr. Roger Hill. He just, gives us all the tools that we need to be successful. He's created a one-of-a-kind company that we not only build the mitochondria up of all the humans, right? So every human has mitochondria. Every pet has mitochondria. So that was what the humans use. As you heard some of the people saying that they use some of the Petlife in their eyes, because Petlife again is the restore oil minus the things that pets can't have. So it makes it a little this is not as strong as the restore oil because it doesn't have citrus and whatever else it is that the pets can't have. And they just put a Petlife label on there. So it's restore minus some ingredients. So that's why humans can still use that. Okay, but the products for the pets is the Petlife and Straight Rejuvenate Gel. But again, guys, if you have questions, you can still text me your questions, even though we're fisting, in the live. And if you, again, the number that you can text is 817-382-2124. That is not my main number, but again, we're still having problems with AT&T service. So again, 817-382-2124. That way I know that I will receive the messages, because sometimes I'm not receiving calls, sometimes I'm not receiving messages on my main number. And I'm committed to help people get their mitochondria strong, right? And again, if somebody else referred you, you want to get back with the person that referred you, or if you wasn't referred by anybody, or if I referred you, or you just seeing it on one of my platforms, then you'll go to, again, moremito.com/S Alford. It's moremito.com/SALFORD. Mito is short for mitochondria. So the company is really More Mitochondria, but we call it MoreMito for short because mitochondria is, it's kind of a long word, right? And so anyway, guys, we look forward to you being a customer. We look forward to hearing your testimonies. Now, y'all, we had some great testimony, didn't we? We also had some great questions. So we always get great questions. We get great testimonials. We just, showing people how to build their mitochondria up, and and then your body does the rest. So anyway, guys, have a great one.